Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode. Is this 72?
72.
Episode 72. I am King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay. And we are here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community.
Yes.
Like we always do.
So we are in different locations today, but we finally got our live stream working so we can continue to do the show together. So, of course, it's going to be a packed show full of stuff. We're going to go ahead and get straight to it because we know we were about 10 minutes late setting this thing up. First thing first, for the free Bitcoin last time, we did actually give some we haven't given it out yet, but we did have a winner. So I actually need to check back through. So we'll check back through. But first story, South Korean pump fake. What's going on in South Korea, Bitcoin, Zay?
There's a lot in South Korea today, man. It's not just the pump fake, but if you saw some of that news late last night or early this morning, I should say, South Korea has introduced regular KYC laws, know your customer laws. However, the writers, a lot of these journalists, they framed it as, a total regulation shutdown. And we saw a huge dip in the Bitcoin price because, a lot of times price goes off the news. So if you saw that last night, South Korea's news is not anything to be scared of. They're basically doing what every other exchange is trying to do, adhere to government laws, know your customer laws. So nothing big, but, the people from South Korea have done this before or introduced this before. So nothing big to worry about, but that's what we got going right now. So.
Okay, and then with that, so they're just tightening up the rules of the exchange. At first, I know people were going crazy last night in the chats. Everybody thought that South Korea was closing down the exchanges and yeah, what was going to happen next. Again, it was a good opportunity to short some stuff and long it. That's kind of like the thing where for the traders, when you get the news, people, you got to start to operate quickly on it because it does happen fast. But was there? I can't remember. Was there anything else happening in South Korea today?
Yeah, a whole bunch. In South Korea as well. There's an actual malware that's come out of South Korea, I should say, called Digimon. For those of you who have Facebook Messenger, who use Facebook, if you use it through your phone, you're okay. However, if you use it through your desktop, it is a malware called Digimon that is mining Monero. In the background, it takes all your computing power and mines Monero. And basically, the more computers that it affects, the more mining power they get and, more money they get. So for those of you, in America right now, it hasn't hit America yet. Some of the places it's hit is Vietnam, Ukraine, Philippines, Thailand. I know we may have some people out there. Just basically use the app. Don't use the desktop app until they get it cleared up. But if you think you got hit with this malware, you can actually hit up Facebook. They actually are providing support for it because they've been alerted of this. So just another one. We've seen Monero mined in the background of different websites. Different software programs. That just kind of shows you how valuable it is too, because they're doing whatever to try and mine Monero privately. So that's how it goes.
Yeah, it's nonstop. I want to give a shout out to what's going on, bro. Look at this. Antonio, Simitri, Madam Crypto, Enlightened Source, Brianna, everybody who's on P-Man Band. We just got the chats and the comments up so we can see you all. Look like they turned up in the chat room, so that's good to see on a nice little Thursday like this. All right, yep, of course, Antonio, glad you brought up Segwit 2X. So you already know somebody said in the comments yesterday, I caught a glimpse of it. Ari said, this is team no 2X all the time so far. And this is nothing different. Bitcoin said, what's going on with this? Let's not even call it Segwit 2X. Let's call it Scam 2X. What's going on with Scam 2X?
I mean, they keep saying, they're going to come out with this 2X. What it was supposed to be is basically they're going to increase the megabyte size of the transactions, so it's less weight. But what we keep saying, they keep pump faking and saying they're going to put it out. In fact, it's supposed to come out in the next 6 blocks. I believe it's supposed to come out, so the next hour. But basically, we've been hit again with another scam. Somebody just trying to figure out a way to fork Bitcoin again and make money off of it. I even saw Segwit 2X futures. Has anybody on CoinMarketCap? I think it was at $1,000 yesterday. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, just from the chats I was looking at and some of the little things I was getting, I guess the person behind this new 2X is actually a known scam artist. So he's already had like a scam or two out there, and this is just like his next play. So
scam degree. People are moving from one scam to the next.
Tony said use Brave browser for private mining. Yep, Bitcoin said likes Brave browser a lot. My only thing with Brave browser is that is new. So again, it hasn't been fully tested as far as it hasn't really been attacked. I don't think like some of the other browsers, but I have heard it's really good. Like I said, I know Bitcoin 8 jumps on it as well.
Oh yeah.
And then real quick for the free Bitcoin for last show, I think it was last Thursday that Bitcoins they did. That's going out to Tyler White. We'll send that to you today. Again, it's not a full Bitcoin, it's just a little bit, a couple of dollars worth. But we asked what was the next exchange to add a USD alt pairing, and he said I think Binance will be the first exchange to allow you to convert USD to altcoins.
I already sent. Yeah, we got that.
And, you already got that one out?
Yeah, we got Tyler straight. He all good.
Oh, there you go, Tyler. You already been paid. You good to go. But yeah, so I just want to make sure we gave you a shout out for that.
Oh yeah, my man.
All right. In other news, when it comes to mainstream people, because we know wealthy mainstream bankers and politicians and corporate people aren't criminals. It's only Bitcoin folks. But it looks like the Samsung founder is coming under fire. And by under fire, I mean the South Korean authorities are after him because he has about 200 offshore accounts where he's been hiding maybe upwards of billions of dollars. What's going on with that?
Yeah, man. My man Lee Kun-hee founded Samsung, and it's one of those things where we've seen lately rich people have been hiding their money and avoiding taxes for years, and because there's another option, Bitcoin, they've kind of called it a scam, only to come out later and to get investigated for them avoiding taxes, and they could have used Bitcoin. So this is another dude in a long line, founded Samsung. Now he's being investigated for the fact that he's been trying to avoid taxes like every regular person probably tries to do, but he's rich enough to do it. So he just got caught, or maybe he pissed off the wrong person and they decided to catch him now.
That's what sounds more. Come on, you don't get 200 offshore accounts and millions and billions of dollars hitting, and all of a sudden they find you. Like you said, they just decided, oh, you gonna stop paying the fee? Okay.
Oh, yeah, exactly. He pissed off the wrong person. They was like, oh, you want to be like that? Okay. Yeah. And then, hey, they'll catch you. Because most of these really rich guys that get caught, like the guy, was it Prince Al-Wahid?
Al-Wahid or something? Right.
When he got caught, same thing. They've all, because this guy said the same thing. Bitcoin, the bubble will burst one day. They didn't like it. But it's the main competition for offshore banks. And if people are moving their money out of offshore banks, then their money isn't as valuable, so to say, or safe, because that bank won't be as credible. So I can see why they say it, but it looks like they needed Bitcoin because, if you wanted to try and avoid taxes or get out of whatever you're trying to do, there's a lot of better ways than offshore accounts. So he got caught, and like I said, just another story out of South Korea. South Korea is booming today.
It is booming. And you know what? Bitcoin Jay just made a great point. He said, imagine having to hide your own money. Like, how crazy is that? And I mean, it's ridiculous, especially here. I mean, I'm in California, and California literally penalizes you for making too much money if you don't make enough. If you make $500,000 in California, I think it's anywhere over $350,000 to $500,000. If you make that amount in California and you're single or something like that, they are about to hit you with this good 60-70% tax, which is ridiculous.
They get somebody pregnant. Even then, you got to worry about those laws. So, yeah, they're going to get you one way or the other.
Right. So it's ridiculous. One thing I wanted to go back to, Antonio was saying that the person behind Segwit2X even added Instagram models on the team on the website. I didn't see that. It's the biggest red flag. Thanks for that info, Antonio. I didn't see that, but that's pretty funny. But, yeah, I mean, it's a crazy world we live in. Taxation is that we're really seeing it now because, at first they said, of course, Bitcoin is fake, it's nothing real and all that, but now they're like, all right, let's try to tax it up to like 80% since we don't want you to have it. It's like, come on, like, ridiculous.
My couch next. Come on, man.
In other news, of course, so the mainstream news is back on the attack on Bitcoin. They're coming from every direction. Price drops, price pumps, this, that, and the other, criminals. What's the newest story from the mainstream?
Well, of course, like we said, they've always tried to use some sort of criminal aspect with Bitcoin. Back with Silk Road, back with Ross Ulbright, all the way up to the scams that are happening now. But now, like of course we've said before, they're trying to introduce a sort of terrorist aspect to it. We've stated this, many shows, that one of the ways they're trying, defeat Bitcoin's purpose and price or whatnot is to introduce it as something that terrorists use. So Washington Post, CBS News, right on cue, came out and said that Bitcoin is the currency of the alt-right. Which is hilarious because it's an international currency. It's used all around the world. Of course, every type of person has been using it. The demographic is mostly white males, but of course they're not all in the alt-right. So that's very misleading. But I am not surprised they're trying to use this topic as a way to curb people from using it. Like, I'm not using Bitcoin if you know, Richard Spencer is using it. You know what I mean? That's sort of the angle I see them going. People don't fall for it. Like I said before, they've done this before with, you know, drugs and criminals and whatever else they've tried. But in my opinion, these stories only surface because this Bitcoin actually gives them the freedom to do what they're doing. They can keep websites going. They can have rallies. They can actually, you know, afford to do what they're doing. And even if you disagree with it, that's what a free market looks like. The ability to do what you want with your money. And that's on them. They're not going to touch me. But it's not the currency at all, right? It's a currency.
Well, Bitcoin's let's tell our viewers the truth. And the truth is, if you ever seen that first ever Dave Chappelle episode, Bitcoin's and I are Tyrone Biggums. So we actually hold the rallies, and we are of the alt-right. So that's why we push Bitcoin so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, and they think, I mean, what did they think before? That's right, Bitcoin Jay. Of course, they were using whatever was possible to get their point across. So this is just a different way of doing it. So, you know, the news is gonna come.
At this point, a lot of the news is funny, but I mean, we kind of know what's coming. And that's what the craziest thing is. I mean, we shouldn't be able to predict half of the stuff that's coming out that they're saying, which lets you know they are sticking to a script. It is literally a script made coming from the PR folks from different news organizations, governments. They're all working together. Everybody know everybody.
Everybody got the
same messaging.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody got the same green playbook from Waterboy. And we took a peek and we know exactly. Everybody's looking at the same thing. You got the same agenda, and it's been going on for years, way before we were born. So people older than us should be able to, you know, decipher. All right, man, these people are just running the same game again, just a different sector.
That's how it goes. All right, so here's a big story, and this story is important because we've already talked about. We've alluded to this a couple times. We kind of actually said it, and I'll give some background to it after I say the story. But it looks like a director of a Ukraine-based crypto exchange was kidnapped last couple of days, and CryptoQ sent me actually the first link to that, so appreciate that. Pavel Lerner, the managing director of a cryptocurrency exchange, Exmo, was abducted by unknown persons in Ukraine. I think it was either yesterday or the day before, by a publication in Strana UA first leaked a report, and they said, according to their sources, Lerner was held while leaving his office in the center of town and driven in a black Mercedes-Benz. So two things. First, we've already said it, like, it's about to get real. I remember when I went back to Detroit, one of my family members made a joke, but I know they were serious. They were like, hey, 2018, people are going to be getting thrown in trunks for crypto. And this is like, yeah, that might really happen. You know, you got these guys that run these exchanges who are some developers, whatever, worth millions, some billions of dollars, and they're just walking around with no security and country hopping in different countries. To me, that's crazy. But, you know, before we go into detail, sorry, the only flip side I say is some people brought up a good point saying that he might be trying or they already hacked their own exchange, whatever, or, stole the funds. So now they're trying to, get themselves off the map and make it look like they were kidnapped or someone. Really, they just stole the funds. So I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I think this is a cluster, basically because, like you just stated, some of these exchanges, they're smart. A lot of these people who have shown how much money they have or how much money they're making in crypto, all of a sudden they, get kidnapped, or all of a sudden something gets hacked. I hope, nothing bad happened to them. But hey, like you said, this is bigger than, a news story. Nobody will be talking about this in a few weeks, but they'll have the police report or whatever they'll need in order to say, hey, most of this money that we had is gone now, so we're not liable for it. So I can see that happening, but in my opinion, it's one of those things that if you don't keep yourself safe physically, in any instance, then you're already at a loss. So stay safe, people. Don't get kidnapped in a Mercedes-Benz.
Somebody said need that Bitcoin Jay said need that Smith and Westie times ledger collab. Hey, listen, yeah, here we go. Hollywood creativity. That's like I said, we don't know. Maybe, hopefully, I would almost hope, for his safety that he is just trying to steal funds instead of actually being kidnapped. Because I mean, that is bad. Let's not kid ourselves. But on the flip side, if you ever see us owning an exchange, run up if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, man, y'all do that. Yeah.
All right. So, another good one that came out today was Bitcoin is Investopedia's term of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. It beat out others like blockchain. They had on there, Ethereum, all this other stuff. So Bitcoin is the term of the year. That is amazing. Such a long time.
Yeah, it was such a dirty word before, and now it's now they can't stop Google searching it. So good to see that happen. But it's been a long time coming for that, because Investopedia, at first you couldn't find it on there, and then now if you don't have it, they think something's wrong. So good to see that change.
So here's one we keep seeing. So I want to get your thoughts on this. You know, if you want to put them out there, bro. Look at this. Asks, did we talk about the Verge FUD? Because they, you know, we have some
we are. We'll get into McAfee, the McAfee FUD. Yeah, all of that. Well, of course, you know, if you haven't been paying attention, if you don't follow on Twitter, McAfee was hacked, so to say. To me, it was hilarious. It was like my own comedy show, and some of the people that were around me were like, "What? Why are you laughing so hard at this?" And I was like, "If you understood, you know, McAfee, then you would see the joy in this."
McAfee wasn't hacked, like period.
I mean, come on, man. Even if he was hacked, that would look bad for him because he created McAfee security. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, all right, whatever. So some of the coins he pushed: Burst, Sia coin, Bat token. Let's see, what was some of the other ones? I forget, but the big one was Verge. When he first put it out, it went from 70 sats all the way up to 1,700, and went immediately almost back down, just like the other coins, pump and dump. Because I mean, yeah, P-Man Van, I don't know if that was real, but that was hilarious because they were just pumping and dumping literally 10 minutes apart. I mean, you could sit there and watch it live. Whoever was jumping on that, I feel bad for him. But it was one of those things where I couldn't stop laughing because McAfee does what he wants. And if you haven't been in crypto, welcome to crypto. If you jump on trains and, you know, he pumps something that gets, you know, sold off, hey, people have done that before. It's going to keep happening. So welcome to crypto. And hopefully those of you didn't get caught up in that McAfee web. But if he says he's hacked, I guess you got to go with it. But come on, man.
He said it was 6 billion people guy, I guess that's his name, on Twitter that tweeted some FUD and Verge plummeted. I mean, regardless of who did it or why, because there was all types of stuff coming out with it. I know you're talking about the developer who left or maybe left and said something was going on with the marketing there. Regardless, the price was overinflated by a lot. I mean, come on. They didn't release anything that new. If anything, Verge price just shot when they released the rape thing a couple months ago, and it didn't. I mean, it went up a little bit, but it was at a steady incline, which is good. But the fact that it shot the way it did, it wasn't sustainable. So, I mean, without even it being real FUD out there, that price would have retracted anyway, like within weeks, because there was just no reason for it to be that high. Inflated. Yeah, thanks, bro. Look at this. That's a perfect word. So, yeah, it shouldn't have been that inflated. And it's not just Verge. There's a couple other ones we're seeing right now that just got pumped like crazy. And again, it's going to keep. I mean, this, like Bitcoin Zay said, this is crypto. The only reason why things haven't been getting pumped the last 2 or 3 days is because everybody's waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin. But as soon as we figure out what's the next move with Bitcoin, I guarantee the pumps are going to, like, they're going to turn the faucet right back on. So
yeah, exactly, because they already know. I mean, Bitcoin pump is always followed by altcoin pump, and that's the best opportunity to get people to just buy in while that's still going. So that's crypto. Welcome to it for new people.
Antonio said red coin. So Bitcoins, they would laugh at this. I've been holding a little bit of red coin for like 4 months now. Yeah. But it's all gone though. I accidentally sold at the bottom. I lost a lot, so we don't even need to talk about that. But
well, I was gonna say, well, I held a little bit of Bitbean for a while, and they sold right into my bags. I set that buy, I sell order a long time ago. That little bit of Bitbean, I was like, get that out of here. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So same digibank, all three of those. Yeah, we're holding like a little bit. People, for those, like, those are the coins that you literally just put 50 to 100 bucks in, and you have it. If you don't put $20 in it, and like for Bitbean, I put like 100 bucks in it a while back and just set a buy order at $1. Like, I doubt it ever does it, but if it ever just flash jumps all the way up there and it hits that quick dollar and go back down, then boom. No, Antonio, I wasn't serious. I'm just being funny because it's tax season, son. But
now, I'm gonna be honest. Some of those low cap coins that are like 20 sats or like 30 sats, it's like, come on, man, just take a chance, put a little bit in there. It can't go that much lower. Like, Jesus, I mean, so I mean, somebody said they saw it at 8. Yeah, at 8 sats, it's like that is the bottom. Like, it's
that's the bottom.
0.0001 cent. So at that point, it's like, all right, man, put a little bit in there, and if it pumps, cool. If not, you know, what'd you lose? 50 bucks, 100 bucks. So
yeah.
So yeah.
All right. With that, did you have a something for the free Bitcoins? If not, I had one, Zay.
Oh no, you got it.
All right. Here's an interesting one for the free Bitcoin today. You know, thoughtful response on this, please. if we were to go to war, if we were to go to war next year, let's say it was another world war, or the North Korean stuff and the South Korea and all that were to happen, how would that affect the price of Bitcoin? And I asked that because we saw yesterday, literally a little bit of FUD came out for South Korea and the price started dropping. The exchanges are shutting down. They're going crazy. Well, what would happen if North Korea started fighting with South Korea? What would happen to the price of Bitcoin then? What happened if America got into it? So in quotations, put, if we were to go to war, the United States were to go to war, North Korea, South Korea, China, all these countries, what would happen to the price of Bitcoin? Should we continue to hold, sell, X, Y, and Z? So put that in quotations, put Y, of course, put a working public address, and we will announce the winner tomorrow, and make sure you get that free little bit of Bitcoin.
Oh, yeah.
Anything you have left, Bitcoin say?
That's all for me, brother. Appreciate y'all watching.
For sure. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient, people. So it looks like we got all our technology up and working. So tomorrow should be a much smoother show to start off with. And other than that, you can follow us at Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, subscribe to our YouTube here at KirbyCrypto.com or Kirby Crypto. I'm thinking about our website. I'm going crazy.
Appreciate that.
All right. Take care.